Hi gang, Jim Spellos here with MinuteTech, all the tech you need to know in a minute or so. And today it's about bad internet. Not like bad Santa, but bad, wonky, slow internet. You know, the ones that get you frustrated, you can't stream and download stuff the way you want them to. We're going to talk about a few things you can do to test and make sure it is optimized in your home. And number one, simple tool, lots of different ones out there that test the speed. We're going to talk about Speedtestnet. I'm going to run the test right here, test it again. You're going to see two tests here, download and upload. One that really bothers you is download, because that's what's coming to your device. Don't you like it in the red right there where it is? That's great, but you should test it around your house. Test it because on your Wi-Fi, depending on how far away you are from your router, that's going to slow down. And that might be one of the causes of the problems. We'll get a solution to that in a second. The upload speed, always slower. It's for uploading stuff to Dropbox or sending stuff out from Gmail with a big attachment, whatever it might be. The download is probably the one that you really want to focus on. Test it a few times. Just remember that. Number two, where's your router? We're in the house. Is it in a corner under a desk, which is where ours is actually? Is it in a place that's behind different walls? If it is, it's not going to get through those walls that easily. You want to centralize your router as best as possible to get the optimal speed. Walls do block the frequencies that are out there. Now we could get into the different frequencies, 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Let's not even bother with that right now, because just know the 5 gigahertz is going to be faster, and there are issues both ways. However, which channel of the router are you using? As an example, if you go to your router Wi-Fi login, and each one's different, you check your manual for where you need to go, you're going to be able to find out the different channels that are out there. Let's just take a quick look over here. I do believe I have my channels there. There we go. There is my router. You can't see my passwords, by the way. What a surprise there, right? But on my 2.4 gig, there's 11 different channels. In fact, there's really only 3, believe it or not, 1, 6, and 11. And guess what? Most routers are set up to only use primarily channel 1. Sometimes just by going in there and switching and trying 6 or 11, your speed is going to increase because the amount of things on the same channel decreases. Pretty darn cool. You can do the same thing with the 5 gigahertz. Less frequency obstacles on 5 gig. On 2.4, I mean, you got your microwaves and your Bluetooth and stuff like that. So you really got to be aware that just by switching that channel sometimes is the best approach to being able to speed up your internet. Next up on the conversation is going to be that one tool that might help you really extend your signal, and that's a Powerline adapter. I really haven't had a lot of success with adapters and internet boosters in the house. I know a bunch of people who purchase for $20, $30, $50, $70 a Powerline adapter, plug it into their wall socket, and all of a sudden their internet is so much stronger around the house. Great article here from CNET with the best Powerline adapters of 2017. If you are looking for a way to extend that in your house, you might want to take a look at that. Finally, that whole channel conversation we had earlier. If you have an Android, sorry Apple folks, Apple doesn't allow these type of tools on their phones, but Android does. It's a Wi-Fi Analyzer. It's a free app, and it'll tell you which channel has the least frequency issues, which channel is the one that's most open, the strongest one for you. Channel 11 looks much stronger here than channel 6. I put my router to channel 11. So very simple ways to do that. So again, we have a bunch of tools for you to help get away from bad internet. Test your speed. Test it around the house. Make sure that you know if the problem isn't the distance from the router, which means you need to centralize it. Get it in a place where it can easily be seen clearly without a lot of obstacles by all the different devices. What channel are you on? Like a TV, some channels come in better than others, right? Well, some Wi-Fi channels have less interference than others. Powerline networking, if you want to go that route, use a tool such as Wi-Fi Analyzer from Android. And that is how you deal with bad internet at home. I'm Jim Spellos with MinuteTech. All the tech you need to know in a minute or so. Have a great day.